Stop everything you are doing right now. If your heart just skipped a beat, that was not anxiety. That was heaven's frequency locking onto your financial DNA. At exactly this moment, 4444 economic miracles are being released worldwide, and your name just appeared at the top of heaven's provision list. The trembling you feel is not fear. It is your spirit recognizing the sound of doors unlocking that have been sealed for 7 years. In the next 13 minutes, you will understand why every financial door slammed shut, why every opportunity dissolved, why money slipped through your fingers like water. Out of millions scrolling right now, heaven's spotlight found you. Not randomly, strategically. The enemy has been working overtime to keep you distracted because he knows what happens the moment you discover who you really are. Listen with every fiber of your being. 3 people will encounter this message today. 2 will scroll past, thinking they can come back later. They cannot. The financial portal that opened 7 seconds ago closes in exactly 17 minutes. And what transfers through it will not wait. Hit that like button right now. Not after you finish watching. Right now. This is not just engagement. This is your spiritual signature on heaven's provision contract. Feel that shift in your chest? That is divine confirmation. You just activated your inheritance. My beloved child, I have watched you count pennies at midnight, doing math that never adds up. I have seen you open your wallet hoping something appeared that was not there before. I have witnessed you checking your bank balance 3 times a day, as if refreshing the screen would change the numbers. I have counted 7,777 moments when you chose to trust me even when your account showed 0. Heaven's economic angels have documented every bill you paid when you did not know how it would be covered. Every meal you skipped so your children could eat. Every time you said "I'm fine" when asked about money while drowning in debt. I have seen you sitting in your car outside the grocery store, calculator app open, removing items from your mental list because you cannot afford them all. I have watched you avoid phone calls from numbers you recognize as creditors. I have witnessed you lying awake at 3 a.m., mind racing through payment schedules, wondering which bill to pay late this month. I know about the shame of declined cards at checkout counters. I know about the embarrassment of asking family for help. I know about the soul-crushing weight of envelopes you are afraid to open because you know they contain bills you cannot pay. I know about the dreams you buried because you could not afford to pursue them. I know about the relationship strain that comes from money stress. I know about the arguments that start about finances and end in silence. I know about the plans you canceled, the invitations you declined, the opportunities you missed because your bank account said no. But tonight, the economic captivity ends. The financial famine is over. The season of barely surviving shifts to abundantly thriving. For 7 years, a specific demonic assignment called the spirit of poverty has been stationed at your financial door. While you worked hard, this spirit worked harder to block your increase. While you sowed seeds, this spirit contaminated your harvest. While you prayed for breakthrough, this spirit recycled your lack. But at midnight tonight, that spirit's legal contract expires. The agreement it held over your bloodline dissolves, and everything it blocked for 7 years is about to flood through in 7 weeks. The number 444 is being written across your bank account right now. Not metaphorically, literally. 4 angels of provision are being repositioned at 4 corners of your financial life. 4 streams of income are about to converge. 4 doors you stopped knocking on are swinging open. Type in the comments right now, "I receive, Lord, Amen." This is not just a phrase. This is heaven's activation code. When you type those 4 words, angels receive deployment orders with your address. Resources held in heaven's storehouses get released with your name on them. Provision that has been prepared since before you were born gets shipped to your coordinates. Do it before reading another word. Heaven does not respond to intention. Heaven responds to action. You were not born to beg. You were born to inherit. You were not created to scrape by. You were created to overflow. You were not designed for barely enough. You were designed for more than enough with extra to bless others. Stop approaching me like a beggar asking for scraps. Stop coming with your head down, ashamed, wondering if you are bothering me. Stop treating my provision like charity you do not deserve. That is not who you are. That has never been who you are. You are my child. You are my son. You are my daughter. And children do not beg from their father. Children inherit. Children receive. Children take their place at the family table knowing everything there belongs to them. Let me tell you the difference between a beggar and an heir. A beggar knocks at the door hoping someone answers. An heir walks in because it is their house. A beggar asks, "Can I have some?" An heir declares, "This is mine." A beggar lives in uncertainty, never knowing if provision will come. An heir lives in confidence, knowing the resources are already theirs. A beggar approaches with shame. An heir approaches with boldness. A beggar thinks they are unworthy. An heir knows their position. A beggar hopes for favor. An heir walks in favor. You have been living as a beggar when you were born as an heir. You have been asking for what is already yours. You have been begging for provision that has your name on it. You have been treating your father like a stranger instead of your source. And this wrong identity has kept you in wrong posture. Wrong posture keeps you in wrong position. Wrong position keeps you from your provision. When you see yourself as a beggar, you pray beggar prayers. God, if it is not too much trouble, if you have extra, if you think I deserve it, maybe could you possibly help me? That is not how heirs talk. Heirs declare, heirs claim, heirs receive. When you see yourself as a beggar, you approach me timidly, hoping I am in a good mood, hoping I might notice you, hoping I will throw you some scraps. That is insulting to your position and my character. You are not a stranger hoping for handouts. You are my child claiming your inheritance. The inheritance is not something you earn. It is something you are born into. You did not have to work to become my child. I chose you. I adopted you. I placed you in my family. And the moment you became mine, everything that is mine became yours. What do I have? Unlimited resources, endless provision, wisdom for every financial decision, strategies that multiply what you have, divine connections that open income streams you never imagined, opportunities that come from directions you did not see, doors that open without you knocking, checks that arrive without you applying, favor that makes people want to bless you without knowing why. All of this is yours, not as a favor, not as charity, not as a loan you have to pay back, but as your inheritance, as your birthright, as part of your identity as my child. The inheritance has already been transferred. I am not saying it is coming someday. I am saying it has already been released. Right now, at this moment, resources with your name on them are in transit. Opportunities with your DNA are being prepared. Provision assigned to you before you were born is being delivered. You do not need to beg me to release it. It is already released. You do not need to convince me to provide. I have already provided. You do not need to earn my favor. You already have my favor because you are mine. You just need to receive. And receiving is not passive. Receiving is active. It is you extending your hands, opening your heart, saying yes. Receiving is taking possession of what I have already sent. Stop waiting for permission. You already have permission. Stop asking if you deserve it. It is not about deserving. It is about your position. Stop wondering if this is for you. It has your name written on it. Take your place. Step into your identity. Lift your head. Look me in the eyes and say, Father, I am your son. I am your daughter. And right now I receive my inheritance. Now let me tell you what happened to others who activated their inheritance. Thomas from Ohio had been unemployed for 11 months. Severance pay exhausted. Savings depleted. 2 weeks from eviction. He typed, "I receive Lord, Amen," at 2:47 a.m. on a Tuesday, unable to sleep from financial anxiety. Wednesday afternoon, a former colleague called about a position he never applied for. Started Monday at triple his previous salary. But that was just the beginning. Friday, he received a letter. A class action lawsuit he forgot he joined 3 years ago had settled. His portion, $47,000. He messaged me. I typed 4 words, and heaven moved 2 ways I could never orchestrate. I went from eviction notice to 6 figures in 5 days. Jennifer from Arizona had $83,000 in medical debt from her daughter's cancer treatment. Insurance denied. Collections threatening garnishment. Bankruptcy paperwork filled out on her kitchen table. She typed, "I receive Lord, Amen," thinking, "What do I have to lose? I have already lost everything." 72 hours later, hospital billing called. System error discovered. Most of the charges were duplicates and incorrect codes. After corrections, debt reduced to $4,200. Then, a charity fund she never heard of contacted her. They covered the remaining balance completely. Debt-free, no bankruptcy. Medical crisis that lasted 3 years resolved in 3 days. But not everyone receives immediate financial cancellation. Some receive something that sets up future abundance. Marcus from Florida had been passed over for promotion 7 times. Colleagues with less experience climbing past him. Stuck at the same salary for 6 years while costs kept rising. He typed, "I receive Lord, Amen," more from frustration than faith. 2 weeks later, a headhunter called about a position at a competing company. He almost declined the interview, thinking he would not get it anyway. Went anyway. They offered him not the position he interviewed for, but a higher one. Director level. $90,000 more than his current salary. He starts next month. Then there is Rebecca from Georgia. Single mother, 2 jobs, barely making rent. Car needed $2,400 in repairs she did not have. Typed, "I receive Lord, Amen," while sitting in the mechanic's parking lot, crying because she needed her car to get to both jobs. Mechanic came out and said, "This is weird, but I feel like I should just fix this for free. I have never done this before, but something is telling me to." Fix the car. No charge. But that same week, her landlord called. Building sold. New owners giving all current tenants 3 months free rent during transition. Rebecca messaged me. "God did not just meet my need, He exceeded it. Car fixed free plus 3 months free rent. That is $6,000 I did not have to spend." Let me tell you about 2 more people whose testimonies demonstrate how heaven moves economically in unexpected ways. Daniel from Michigan had been working the same factory job for 19 years. Same shift, same pay grade, living paycheck to paycheck with no hope of advancement. He typed, "I receive Lord, Amen," on his lunch break. Phone in one hand, sandwich in the other, thinking nothing would change because nothing ever had. That afternoon, the plant manager called him into the office. Daniel thought he was in trouble. Instead, the manager said, "We have been watching you. Corporate wants to create a new position, shift supervisor with training program. It is yours if you want it. 30% salary increase, full benefits upgrade, tuition reimbursement for his daughter's college." He called me crying. 19 years of the same thing. Then I type 4 words and everything shifts in 4 hours. Then there is Patricia from Tennessee, self-employed graphic designer. Business barely surviving. Some months she made rent, some months she did not. $47,000 in business debt. Credit cards maxed. Considering going back to a regular job and giving up her dream. She typed, "I receive Lord, Amen," at midnight on a Sunday. After another week of not meeting her income goal. Monday morning, email from a company she pitched 8 months ago and never heard back from. They wanted to hire her, not for one project, but as their exclusive designer. Retainer contract, $8,000 per month guaranteed, 12-month agreement. She messaged me. I gave up on that pitch. I thought they ghosted me, but heaven was working on a timeline I could not see. One contract just covered my yearly income goal. Now scroll down to the comment section. Look at the testimonials with your own eyes. Hundreds typing, "I receive, Lord, amen," and hundreds reporting back. Unexpected checks, forgotten refunds, surprise bonuses, debt forgiveness, job offers, business contracts, inheritance from relatives they barely knew, money showing up from directions they never imagined. But you will notice something. Even those who did not receive immediate money receive something more valuable. Peace about finances for the first time in years. Wisdom to manage what they have better. Strategies that stretch their budget further than it should go. Favor with creditors who agreed to payment plans. Divine ideas that created new income streams. Because financial breakthrough is not always a check. Sometimes it is wisdom. Sometimes it is strategy. Sometimes it is favor. Sometimes it is an open door. Sometimes it is a divine connection. Sometimes it is peace that lets you sleep at night, even while you are still building. Check the comments. See their gratitude. Whether much or little, immediate or progressive, they all testify, "I typed 4 words and something shifted." Right now, receive this economic blessing that will restructure your entire financial reality. I speak supernatural provision over your income. That job you have been praying for is about to call. The promotion you stopped expecting is about to be announced. The business idea you have been sitting on is about to take off. The contract you thought you lost is about to be reinstated. Income is coming from sources you have not thought of. I declare debt cancellation over your life. That medical bill, student loan, credit card balance, mortgage, car note. Watch what happens in the next 60 days. Either the debt will be forgiven through supernatural intervention, or provision will come that covers it completely. I release the spirit of favor over your finances. Banks will approve loans they should deny. Creditors will offer settlements they normally would not. Employers will offer salaries above your experience level. Customers will pay premium prices. People will want to invest in you, partner with you, hire you, promote you, and they will not fully understand why. I activate multiplication over what you have right now. The little in your hand is about to become much. The small account is about to grow. The side income is about to become main income. What you thought was barely enough is about to become more than enough with overflow to bless others. Your children and grandchildren will walk in financial abundance you fought for. Generational poverty stops with you. The cycle of lack ends in your generation. Financial curses that followed your family for decades are breaking right now. Your children will start where you are ending. Your grandchildren will inherit wealth, not debt. But you have exactly 777 seconds left. Just under 13 minutes. Once this economic portal closes, it shifts to another person who is ready to receive. The provision does not disappear. It relocates. This is not manipulation. This is economic law. Windows of financial blessing have opening times and closing times. What is being offered to you right now will be offered to someone else if you hesitate longer than heaven's patience waits. 3 people watched this yesterday. One scrolled past thinking she would watch later. She never did. Last night she posted in another video asking why her finances never change. Another watched halfway, got distracted by a text about a bill, and forgot to finish. This morning he woke up to another overdraft notice. The third person obeyed completely. Typed, "I receive, Lord, amen." Liked the video, shared it with 3 people who needed it. Within 24 hours, she received a call about a forgotten 401k from a job 10 years ago. Amount, $34,000. She messaged me. I thought this was too simple, but I obeyed and heaven moved money I forgot existed. Do you want to be person 1, person 2, or person 3? The enemy assigned to your finances has been fighting you with one strategy. Keep you thinking like a beggar instead of an heir. Keep you focused on lack instead of abundance. Keep you believing you have to earn what has already been given. Keep you working for provision that is already yours. He is panicking because you are about to discover your true identity. He knows that the moment you stop begging and start inheriting, his assignment over your finances ends. Your spirit knows truth. That is why you are still here. That is why you have not scrolled away. That is why something inside you is saying, "This is different. This is my moment." Trust that inner knowing. It is my spirit confirming my word. Now, complete the activation protocol. Type, "I receive, Lord, Amen," in the comments right now. Not later. Not after you think about it. Right now. When you type those 4 words, heaven's provision system activates. Angels assigned to your finances receive new orders. Resources held in spiritual escrow get released to your coordinates. Like this video if you have not already. Your like is your signature on the inheritance document. It is you saying, "Father, I accept my position as your child. I receive my inheritance." Subscribe to this channel because this is not the only word I have for your financial life. I have strategies to teach you, wisdom to give you, principles to show you. This is not just about receiving one miracle and then leaving you alone. This is about teaching you how to live in continuous provision, how to manage increase, how to multiply what I give you. Share this message with exactly 3 people. You already know who they are. 1 is drowning in debt. 1 is about to make a terrible financial decision. 1 stopped believing their finances could ever change. You are the answer to their financial prayers. When you share, you become a channel, and I multiply what flows through channels. And if my spirit is moving you to sow a financial seed through the super thanks button, understand this. You are not paying for content. You are planting in kingdom soil. What you sow in faith becomes harvest in your account. Those who sowed last week are testifying about unexpected deposits, surprise bonuses, and financial doors opening. The economic portal closes in 90 seconds. Not metaphorically, literally. The financial frequency that allowed this message to break through the interference around your money situation is about to shift. Once it closes, it will not open again at this level for 7 years. 7 years of wondering why money still feels hard. 7 years of watching others walk in abundance. 7 years of knowing you had your moment and missed it. Or right now, this second, you activate everything. 60 seconds. Your financial destiny is hovering. Your provision is positioned. Your inheritance is ready. Angels of economics are waiting with delivery orders in their hands. 50 seconds. Heaven's accounting department is watching. The cloud of witnesses is leaning forward. Your ancestors' prayers for your generation are about to be answered through you. 40 seconds. Type, "I receive, Lord, Amen." Share with 3. Choose your identity as heir right now and watch heaven's storehouses open. 30 seconds. This is your moment. Your financial turning point. Your economic activation. Your inheritance claim. 20 seconds. Everything changes. Right now. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to your season of economic overflow. Welcome to your identity as an heir. Welcome to provision that makes you a blessing to others. The portal is sealed. The inheritance is activated. The provision is in motion. Watch what happens next. It has already begun. You are not a beggar. You are an heir. You do not ask for scraps. You receive your inheritance. You do not hope for provision. You take possession of what is already yours. Your latter financial reality will exceed your former. The best provision has been saved for now. What I am about to do in your bank account will surpass everything that came before. The comeback will be greater than the setback. The increase will be bigger than the lack. The abundance will dwarf the poverty. Financial darkness is lifting like fog under morning sun. Provision is streaming through cracks in your circumstances, flooding accounts that have been empty too long. This is your season of economic resurrection. Dead bank accounts are coming back to life. Broken budgets are being made whole. Lost income streams are being found. What the enemy stole is being restored sevenfold. You are stepping into a financial chapter written by my hand, and every transaction is filled with blessing, multiplication, favor, and abundance. I am proud of you. I am for you. I will never leave your wallet empty. You are loved. You are chosen. You are provided for, now and forever. Amen.